thanks everyone. And it's a pleasure to be here, and certainly on behalf of PIMCO, let me say thank you to Asset Strategy and all of you for joining. I spend virtually all my time working with defined benefit pension plans, mostly corporate plans, subject to ERISA rules and dealing with a lot of the risk management issues that you hinted at in your questions, in balance sheet risk, income statement risk, asset allocation questions, as well as some public plans which have their own set of challenges these days, as I think we all know just from reading the papers. The focus of this presentation is really on the sort of corporate defined benefit plan and how they can get started on a risk management strategy that's ultimately going to match up assets and liabilities more effectively, resulting in lower volatility, lower income statement volatility, lower balance sheet risk. It's not always easy to get there. Many plans these days are underfunded as a starting point, and so there's real challenges in terms of how do you recapitalize the plan to a degree that allows you to de-risk. And I would encourage everyone to think about this not as a binary decision to either take risk or not take risk, but it's a continuum. Right now, a lot of plans take more risk than they should, either implicitly or explicitly, in the sense that they know they're taking the risk in many cases, in some cases not. But there's a continuum or a path you can go down to progressively reduce the amount of risk you're taking, and I think that's ultimately more consistent with where many plans are going, which is closing, freezing, and ultimately winding down at some future point. Possibly with an annuitization, possibly with just a sort of gradual fade away. And so there's a lot of sort of elements of this. Every plan is a little bit different, and there's no one-size-fits-all strategy here. But I think this idea of getting on the path to liability-driven investing is a good place to start. So there's a couple steps along the way. First, understanding why we have to hedge liabilities. I think implicitly anyone who's involved in the DB